Introduction. The unstoppable force of persistence. Expanded. Persistence is likened to a river carving through rock, not through strength, but through continuous effort. Martin sets the tone by explaining that persistence bridges the gap between dreams and reality. He dismantles the myth of overnight success and highlights that even the most celebrated achievements are built on years of unrelenting effort. Example: Walt Disney's journey. Walt Disney faced numerous challenges, including bankruptcy and being told he lacked creativity. Despite these rejections, he persisted with his vision, eventually creating the Disney empire. His story demonstrates that belief in your vision fuels persistence even when the world doubts you. Key insight: persistence begins with a mindset shift. Martin urges readers to replace "I can't" with "I will find a way." Chapter 1. The Foundation of Persistence. Purpose. Expanded. Martin delves into the psychology of purpose, explaining how a strong why provides the resilience to face hardships. A lack of purpose often leads to burnout or giving up at the first sign of difficulty. Example: Malala Yousafzai's fight for education. Malala Yousafzai risked her life advocating for girls' education in Pakistan. Even after surviving an assassination attempt, her purpose, to ensure every girl has access to education, drove her to continue her activism, eventually earning her the Nobel Peace Prize. Practical application. 1. Define your purpose. Write down your ultimate goal and why it matters. Second anchor in impact. Imagine the lives that will be positively affected by your persistence. 3. Purpose. Reminder. Place a visual reminder, a vision board or written goal, where you'll see it daily. Example: activity. Create a purpose statement that summarizes your mission. For example, I persist because I want to provide my family with a better future and make a difference in my community. Chapter 2. Overcoming fear and failure. Expanded. Fear of failure often paralyzes people from taking action. Martin reframes failure as a stepping stone to growth and success. He emphasizes that persistent individuals aren't fearless. They're simply willing to act despite their fears. Example: Steve Jobs' return to Apple. After being ousted from Apple, Steve Jobs could have let failure define him. Instead, he founded Next and Pixar, honing his skills and eventually returning to Apple to revolutionize the tech industry. Strategies for fear management. 1. Gradual exposure. Confront small fears to build courage. 2. Detach ego. See failure as feedback, not a reflection of your worth. 3. Fail forward. Treat failures as experiments that yield data for improvement. Practical exercise. Write down 3 instances where fear held you back. Reflect on the worst-case scenario and how you could have persisted despite it. Chapter 3. Resilience. Bouncing back from setbacks. Expanded. Resilience is not just the ability to recover, but also to grow stronger after adversity. Martin introduces the concept of anti-fragility, where challenges and failures enhance a person's strength and resolve. Example: Howard Schultz and Starbucks. Howard Schultz grew up in poverty and faced rejection when pitching his vision for Starbucks. Despite setbacks, he remained resilient, eventually transforming Starbucks into a global brand. Building resilience. Mindfulness practices. Techniques like meditation and journaling can help manage stress. Reframe challenges. Instead of saying, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn?" Develop grit. Set long-term goals and commit to them regardless of obstacles. Personal reflection. Think of a time you bounced back from adversity. What inner strength or external support helped you recover? Chapter 4. Discipline. The engine of persistence. Expanded. Discipline transforms fleeting motivation into consistent action. Martin emphasizes that success comes not from occasional bursts of effort, but from daily, disciplined routines. Example: Serena Williams' tennis career. Serena Williams' rigorous training and disciplined lifestyle enabled her to dominate tennis for decades. Her commitment to improving daily, whether in practice or recovery, exemplifies discipline. Practical tips for discipline. 1. Time blocking. Schedule specific times for important tasks. 2. Eliminate distractions. Identify and remove obstacles that derail your focus. 3. Reward. Consistency. Celebrate sticking to routines, even for small achievements. Real-life application. Commit to waking up 30 minutes earlier to work on a specific goal, such as learning a skill or exercising. Chapter 5. The Role of Support Systems, Expanded. Martin highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with people who encourage persistence. He distinguishes between positive influences, mentors, supportive friends, and toxic relationships that drain energy. Example: Maya Angelou and mentorship. Maya Angelou credited her persistence to mentors who encouraged her to keep writing, even during self-doubt. Her support network played a pivotal role in her literary success. Building support systems. Find mentors. Seek individuals who have achieved what you aspire to. Collaborate. Join groups or teams with shared goals. Cut negativity. Distance yourself from those who undermine your efforts. Activity. List 5 people who inspire or support you. Reach out to one this week for guidance or encouragement. Chapter 6. Staying Motivated Through Challenges, Expanded. Martin acknowledges that motivation is not constant, but he provides strategies to reignite it during tough times. Example: Colonel Sanders and KFC Colonel Harlan Sanders was rejected over 1,000 times before a restaurant agreed to sell his fried chicken recipe. His persistence was fueled by his unwavering belief in his product and a vision for success. Motivation. Hacks. 1. Gamify goals. Turn progress into a game with rewards for milestones. 2nd. Revisit success stories. Read or watch inspiring stories of others who persisted. 3. Accountability. Partners. Share your goals with someone who will hold you accountable. Reflection. What external motivators, rewards, feedback, or internal motivators, pride, purpose, keep you going? Chapter 7. Patience and Long-Term Thinking, Expanded. Martin warns against the allure of instant gratification and emphasizes the importance of delayed rewards. Persistence requires patience, especially when results take time. Example: Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo spent 4 years painting the Sistine Chapel ceiling, enduring physical pain and frustration. His patience resulted in one of history's greatest masterpieces. Practical strategies. Break large goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Use a journal to track incremental progress. Celebrate small wins to stay motivated during long projects. Example: Activity. Identify a goal that feels overwhelming. Break it into monthly milestones and weekly actions. Chapter 8. The Spiritual Dimension of Persistence, Expanded. Martin concludes with the idea that persistence is deeply connected to one's spirit. Faith in a higher purpose or meaning can sustain persistence when all else fails. Example: Viktor Frankl in concentration camps. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote about finding meaning even in suffering. His persistence came from his belief that life, no matter how difficult, holds purpose. Spiritual practices for persistence. Practice gratitude daily to shift focus from scarcity to abundance. Engage in meditative activities to center your thoughts. Find meaning in your struggles by asking, how can this challenge serve a greater purpose? Conclusion. The legacy of persistence. As we reach the end of this transformative journey through the power of persistence, it's essential to pause and reflect on the profound truth that persistence is not merely a tool for achieving goals, it is the very essence of human triumph. Every moment you choose to keep going, to rise again after a fall, and to press forward against the odds, you are writing your own story of courage, resilience, and hope. And this story will not only change your life, but inspire countless others who walk behind you. Life, as John Martin emphasizes, is a test of endurance, not speed. It is not the swiftest who prevail, but the steadfast, the ones who refuse to give up when the journey becomes steep, when the night seems endless, or when the world whispers that it's time to quit. Persistence is not glamorous. It's the quiet, often unseen determination to move forward one step at a time, even when the road is lonely and the destination seems impossibly far. The emotional fabric of persistence. Think of a time in your life when you wanted to give up but didn't. Perhaps it was during a challenging academic pursuit, a financial crisis, or a health struggle. You likely experienced moments of doubt, fear, and exhaustion. But you held on, even if by a fragile thread, and emerged on the other side stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This is the power of persistence, its ability to transform pain into progress, failure into learning, and despair into hope. Persistence is not about perfection. It's about embracing your imperfections and continuing the journey despite them. It's about falling 7 times and rising 8. It's about understanding that every setback is not the end, but a bend on the road toward your destiny. And through every struggle, every sleepless night, and every tear shed, you become not just someone who achieves, but someone who inspires. Leaving a legacy. Consider the legacy you wish to leave behind. Imagine a child, a friend, or even a stranger looking at your life and saying, "Because of their persistence, I believe I can overcome my challenges too." Your persistence isn't just for you. It has the power to ripple outwards, touching lives you may never meet and igniting sparks of hope in hearts you'll never know. We live in a world where giving up often feels easier than holding on. But when you persist, you send a powerful message to yourself and others that dreams are worth fighting for, that setbacks are not final, and that every small effort builds towards something extraordinary. A call to action for your soul. As you close this book, take a moment to look inward. What dreams have you abandoned? What goals have you convinced yourself are too far out of reach? What versions of yourself have you buried under layers of fear, self-doubt, or fatigue? Now, imagine rekindling those dreams with the light of persistence. Picture yourself years from now, looking back on this very moment, grateful that you chose to keep going. Let the tears of frustration transform into tears of joy as you see the results of your unwavering effort. Final words. Remember, you are stronger than you think, braver than you know, and more capable than you've ever imagined. The road ahead may be tough, but your spirit is tougher. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a declaration of your resilience and a testament to the unyielding power of persistence. So, don't just hope for a better tomorrow, persist for it. Don't just dream of a brighter future, fight for it. And in the moments when it feels impossible, remind yourself of this truth. You are the architect of your destiny, and persistence is your most powerful tool. As Martin beautifully concludes, the greatest gift you can give yourself is the refusal to give up, for within persistence lies the seed of every miracle. I hope you liked this book summary. For more such book summaries, please like, share, and comment on my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye-bye. See you soon.